morning, teachers. My name is Domi, and I'm from 9D. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys a folk story about Timun. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village, there lived an old woman who was very lonely. She lived a simple life, growing vegetables in her small garden. But her heart always felt empty. Every night, she would sit alone in front of her house, looking up at the stars, whispering her deepest wish. I wish I had a child, someone to love, someone to care for. One quiet night, under the glow of a full moon, the wind began to blow stronger and the ground trembled slightly. Suddenly, from the shadows of the forest, a giant appeared. He was enormous with glowing red eyes and a deep, booming voice. I know what you wish for, said the giant. Take this cucumber seed. Plant it. When the fruit ripens, you will find a baby girl inside. Raise her as your own. But when she turns 16, you must give her to me. The old woman's heart sank. She was frightened, but also desperate for a child. Slowly, she nodded in agreement. The very next morning, she planted the seeds in her garden. She watered it and cared for it every day with love. Soon, a magical golden cucumber grew, larger than any vegetable she has ever seen. When it was ripe, she carefully cut it open, and to her amazement, inside was a beautiful baby girl, smiling and cooing. The woman cried tears of joy and named the baby Timun, which means golden cucumber. Years passed. Timun grew into a kind, smart, and hardworking young girl. She helped her mother in the garden and always smiled brightly. The villagers adored her. But as each birthday passed, the old woman's worry grew deeper. She never told Timun about the deal with the giant, and she couldn't bear the thought of losing her precious daughter. Then came the day of Timun 16th birthday. The sky darkened, the earth rumbled, birds flew from trees. And just like before, the giant returned, louder, angrier, and ready to take what had been promised. Where's the girl? He roared. The old woman held Timun tightly. She couldn't give her up, but she had a plan. Long ago, she climbed a mountain to seek help from a wise hermit. He gave her a small cloth bag with 3 magical items inside: cucumber seeds, salt, and shrimp paste. Give this to the girl when the time comes. Tell her to use them wisely, the hermit had said. Now, with the giant thundering closer, the woman handed the bag to Timun and whispered, "Run, my child, run! Yes, once is not the bag if he chases you!" Terrified but determined, Timun ran into the forest. The giant chased her, crashing through trees, shaking the ground. When he got too close, she reached into the bag and threw cucumber seeds behind her. Magically, a massive cucumber field sprang up, thick and twisting, trapping the giant among the vines. He roared in frustration, but tore through it and continued the chase. Timun kept running. When she could hear the giant getting closer again, she took out the salt and threw it behind her. Suddenly, a wide sea appeared between them. The giant hesitated, then jumped in, swam with all his might. He was strong. He wouldn't stop. Finally, as Timun neared the edge of the forest, she took out the last item, the shrimp paste, and threw it behind her. At once, the earth cracked open and a boiling sweat of mud bubbled up. The giant couldn't stop. He slipped into the swamp, roared one last time, and slowly sank, never to return again. Timun, breathless and muddy, ran all the way home. Her mother was waiting at the door. When she saw her daughter alive, she ran to her, and they embraced with tears of joy. From that day on, they lived in peace, grateful for their love, their courage, and the magical help that saved them. And so, Timun and her mother lived happily ever after. The end. So guys, the moral of the story is, with bravery and cleverness, you guys can overcome any challenges that's coming to your way. I hope this can be a great life lesson for you. Thank you. Goodbye.